Welcome everybody to Wave OCE Proteus. What an experience to be here on the B stream here tonight. I'm joined by my fellow caster, Rockmine Law. How are you going, mate?
You know what? I'm bloody excited. We've got some killer teams over here at Wave OCE. So, I'm only excited for this tournament, ready to see how, all the teams fight out and, who's going to take the grand prize.
And obviously, we're here live on Tosca Douche's channel and also Atlas's channel. If you want to watch the other one as well, although I believe that game is probably starting as well, TJ Bruce and the main channel, of course, of Wave OCE. But before we get into anything, we do have to talk about the format, which a great video was made, which we'll be able to show you right now.
Welcome to Wave OCE Proteus. Following this year's official season,
it's eating, showing exactly why they're the best in OCE.
Top teams in our region are still hungry to compete, and for Wave OCE's inaugural tournament, we're giving players a platform to do just that. Starting from September 4th, 16 teams will fight through the group stage for 8 spots in the double elimination playoffs. From there, they'll set their eyes towards the grand finals on September 28th. The further teams get in the playoffs, the more money they secure from our $5,000 prize pool, provided by OCE's very own K-Man. For the group stage, teams will be randomly seeded into 4 double elimination groups. The upper bracket rewards strong starts, qualifying the first 4 teams into playoffs after 2 best-of-1 matches. In the lower bracket, matches become best of 3, giving 4 more teams a chance to prove themselves worthy of qualifying. The playoffs action begins on September 13th, featuring a full 8-team double elimination format. Teams from the same group are placed on opposite sides of the bracket, with number 1 seeds facing up against number 2 seeds randomly drawn from the other groups. Matches are all best of 3 until the lower finals and grand finals, which will be best of 5. We hope that you'll join us for every multi-kill, clutch and flick,
Forward the jump down, second one's close by, Shorty! It's Dragon!
until we're crowned a victor of Wave OCE Proteus.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, that's just a great video. Great voiceover by our man in production here tonight, Atlas. But got to give special credit to Noah at RQM Noah on Twitter. You want to have a follow on him. He made all of that as the graphics. So just really impressive. And yeah, now we can just show you what has been drawn, what the groups are. And yeah, let's get into it. And as you can see, here is all the teams. Just going quickly over the groups. In Group A, we've got Cam Mid, Gold Diggers, Little Cat Boys, Phantom Troop. We'll be casting Little Cat Boys and Phantom Troop, aka MEOW versus Phantom Troop tonight. The other game was done, so we'll see how that goes. But Group B, Fury, Wes Wally, 20XX, and Yonko. Group C, Eternal Valor Esports, 369, Get a Job lowercase. Group D, Elite 5, OG, Noob Esports, and Club Penguin. But like I said, we are going to cast a Group A, here tonight, and it'll be Little Cat Boys, aka MEOW, versus Phantom Troop, and that's the game we're going to have on here tonight. Obviously, Cam Mid and Gold Diggers played about an hour earlier, so we'll get their result up, and by the end of tonight, I should say, we will get into the winners match, and the winner of that will progress to the playoffs, and we'll just make it. So very key, in terms of the format here, Rockmine, in terms of if you win both games, you're in. All you got to do is win both best of ones. But if you lose once, you do have to play a best of 3. And if you lose that, you're out of the tournament. So any thoughts on the format? Any thoughts on the teams? Just any thoughts in general?
Yeah, I got to say, this is a really interesting format. It really does reward, doing well early, which I don't think you really see in a lot of other formats. So a lot of what's important will be what we'll be seeing next, which is the map videos, which if we can bring that up now, let's take a look at what our teams picked. Oh, we got Lotus. You know what?
Classic.
Not surprised. OCE loves Lotus.
Yep. Yeah. We saw that a lot earlier this year. I mean, Lotus, it's the tried and trusted and true map of OCE, it feels like. And yeah, I mean, what a way for us to start. We get to see Lotus on the map here, and yeah, I mean, this is just, you know, for me, I just have to go out and say this is just exciting. I'm a bit nervous, but I'm a bit excited because this is a new era, in my opinion, for OCE in terms of Valorant. So great to be casting this, but yeah, obviously, Little Cat Boys and Phantom Troop, they're up here first on. We can see some team stats here brought to you by our production. You can see favorite agents, roles, ranks. As you can see,
there's something not right here. There's something not right here.
There's something wrong here in terms of one player. Loaf is bronze free. Now, we can confirm this is not their real rank, thank God. You know, you have to be diamond to at least enter the tournament. It's apparently their console rank. So, I mean, technically they are bronze free, but they are, you know, technically I believe they're immortal, but they are bronze free. So Loaf, the bronze free, the lowest ranked player technically at this tournament. I mean, what are they going to do here?
You know what? You gotta get that bronze. Sometimes you just need some crazy idea.
And then the other way, I mean, look at favorite. Where we look at all this and we look, okay, ranks are normal this time, roles are the same, and then you look at the favorite agents. You've got I don't know for one of them, so we've just put Fade in there, and then we've got Agent 47.
No way, the killer clown from Paris.
Yeah, hello, Tobias Reaper. Is that you? But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Agent 47 isn't in the game, so I don't think Phantom Troop can't play that agent. I think we're waiting about maybe 3, 4. I mean, how many agents we got in the game right now? But at least 20. So you're going to at least look at 5 years before we get to Agent 47. So unfortunately for them, no Agent 47's coming out this time, but. Yeah, will be interesting to see how it all plays out with the favorite agents, the roles and the ranks. Any tidbits of information you can give us, Rocklaw, on terms of the map or even some of the players here?
Well, there is some interesting stuff like Phantom Troop, for example. They're like a combination of a bunch of players from Red Panda, who we have seen in Split 2, and they did do pretty well. I believe they got knocked out at the group stage. But, you know, Little Cat Boys was also in Split 2 for LPS. So, and they went 2-5, so not the greatest result. But, you know, that means they had that extra time to go back, study up, and learn this map a lot more. Then that being said, they do love this map, Little Cat Boys. I'm going to give you a quick little quiz here, all right? How many times do you think Little Cat Boys have picked Lotus?
Or percentage-wise, or like how
just amount of time? I'll do percentage-wise, yeah.
Okay, I would say I'll say let's go a nice 66%.
Oh, you're pretty close. I believe they've picked it. Let me check. They've picked it 8 times out of something like 15. So pretty much.
Yeah, close. That's pretty much it. Hold on. Let's look at 8 out of 15. I'm looking up this from Google right now.
There's some quick math.
Percentage. Oh, it's 53%, so it's 13% off. You know, that's good enough, but we are getting into the game here. So what an exciting time here on the B stream. Obviously, if you've come from the A stream, you will have seen the first map going a bit of a distance. It was a bit of a stomp by Wes Wally, but Fury managed to claw back a bit. But obviously, Wes Wally won that map. We were watching that while we were waiting, but this is where we get into it. Little Cat Boys versus Phantom Troop here, and it's going to be really exciting to see how this all shakes out. And well, you can just see, I'm just so excited. It's a new era, new everything. You know, you might be seeing the old Paul here in terms of his hype moments if we get some things going here, but you can just see taking these defaults here into mid and into sandbag, I would say, or mound. Sorry, this is casting 101. It's wow, Shinobu actually does get Novo, and yeah, this is casting 101 as. Haven't casted since July, so got to get used to it again.
Yeah, got to get back in the groove.
Yeah, and you haven't casted in a while, haven't you, as well, Rock? So.
Not since Split 2 playoffs, so that's a month and a bit ago, so it has been a little bit.
No, I'm rusting here, as you can just see, Shinobu, Cyber, just getting chills there. onto Phantom Trope, but now it is a 4v2 situation here, going through Mount into C, other side of Phantom Trope. So Heinzu and Shinon will look for something. Looking at No Limit has disconnected, but luckily they're already out of the round. So you can just see not impacting the round. Just playing retakes here, other side of Little Cat Boys. You can see just looking for a peek here. Maybe is this Astro of Shinon, and we'll find the third player, Shinobu, and that's really good for Shinon. Get Shinobu, and now it is a 3v2. Fade is low, about on, I would say 10 HP, 13 HP, as the observer has checked, and you can see they're gonna have to come through Fountain here, so through Waterfall. You can see Heinzu trying to find that player and can't find it, but Shinon does get one. Maybe needs to retreat, does get low down to about 25 HP, and you can just see Shinon trying to find this another Shinon! The 2v4, the Little Cat Boys, but the first round has delivered for them. As Shinon the hero with the 4K, get the replay up. Heinzu dies first, but allows Shinon to get Cyber, and then you just see this 2v1, 41 player down, and then gets Mines, and then perfectly plays that last player in terms of loaf, and that is your round, Rockmine.
Yeah, I mean, they had such a great start to the round, Little Cat Boys. I mean, they got that early pick C mount. Not to mention, we haven't even talked about the comps. Can we talk about them for a second?
Yeah, you can talk about them.
In Lotus, in an official tournament, this is like an important match. If you don't win this match, like, the people who, as we said it before, the people who win both of these matches just move straight to playoffs. And they've chosen to pick Clove of all characters. So, crazy pick. And again, Astra as well, a little bit of a funny pick, but it's not too out of the question for me. I don't know about you, how you like to play Lotus, but for me, you know, getting a long-range smoker like Omen or Astra, being able to smoke from any side of the map, and then getting a Viper in there as well, just to really secure the defense, that's a really good way to play Lotus. Really, like, you know, controlled way. Fnatic style, you know?
Yeah, Fnatic style. I mean, I feel like the main thing about Lotus to me is about just the early map control and taking over, say, a mound or say a you know, rubble position. Taking those positions really early on the round can kind of set you up. So, you know, we do have a tech pause here. That's why we're just yapping a bit. But yeah, I mean, it's just about taking that control for both sides, and really those early gunfights can really shape around, you know. You can be a player up, and that you can kind of slow play off that if you're the defense or the attack. So I feel like these early key fights or these early control, you know, getting that early control of those two positions could be so crucial, and we might see it here, here near Rubble. Although
Yeah,
they just back off.
Yeah. I mean, Rubble and C main, they're so important just to have a little bit of control on it. If you don't have that control, you know, where are you really? All you can really go is B, which is like, it's not a great place for the attackers to go.
Yeah, because it's the chokehold there is just so much. There's, you know, probably the best side to attack is probably, I mean, I would say probably A. I mean, B if you take over that link control near it, but you can see looking through C here, and that Vice is really close to that close smoke, and maybe shot a bit of shower shots over there, but looks like they're just going to be able to take sight here, our Little Cat Boys. So maybe he's trying to find anything special here, maybe trying to look for any aggressiveness by Little Cat Boys, but won't show it yet. So Phantom Trope, they'll have to look for something here in terms of a 5v5 retake. Now, Fate is tagged low here, but he's trying to find something here. But looks like nothing will be found yet. Looks like they're just going to play through Hull onto side. So taking this control very, very slowly. Time is of the essence, though, here for Phantom Trope. And the grenade does go out and will do damage here as Loaf does get tagged out. Does spot that player, but No Limit actually kills Shinobu with the utility, with the Vice. With the Vice, utility here. And you can just see everything going on, and nothing is going right for Phantom Trout, as they've been run over here by Little Cat Boys, and there's only one player left, and they're just gonna have to die here by Nova. And it's a great start by not Little Cat Boy. Have I just been saying Little Cat Boy? Phantom Trap. Wow, I've been saying the wrong team. That is really bad with me. This is why I'm washed, folks. This is why I don't cast Valorant anymore. But no, Phantom Trap I meant. Yeah, that confused me so much that I thought Little Cat Boys, because of that first round, I was like, no way they lost that round, and you know they did, and now I'm like, they must have got 1-0 up. No, it was Phantom Trap. So Phantom Trap actually having a good time.
Yes. And you gotta, I gotta shout out some respect as well to No Limit, chucking out those Razor Vines and just leaving them there. It's not very common for Vice to, you know, put out his utility and then just, or at least his Razor Vines, and just leave it there for the, because what you're expecting when as soon as you tap the bomb, you're expecting a full-on, you know, full-on rush back onto the site. But, you know, good awareness.
Yeah, you can just see Phantom Trap. Actually Phantom Trap this time on the attack, and you know they've done well so far in this game. Really well done. No Limit has been on point, you would say, in terms of the kills. Shinon, obviously that player that got the clutch. Ability being used well here, has taken this A part of the map, and you can just see no real contest by Little Cat Boys at all near this scene mound position. They don't really have any info. The only info they have is this Clove, you know, watching this main push here on B main, and that's really...
Oh, he go big here.
Yeah, you can see getting a kill, maybe getting out. But No Limit does get one back, but still, that's a plus for Little Cat Boys there, and they will get two. I was looking for something else there, the bronze player, but couldn't find it. Now, it does seem like they have vacated this A side, and well, Shinobu will unfortunately go down, as now it is a 3v3 retake, as No Limit here. We'll get the plan off. So 3v3, crucial here. As you know, the bonus here for Phantom Trout. And while Little Cat Boys will be looking to try and claw this game back, need to win this round, you would think. I've cleared out surely all of the A main rubble side, but there is that player there you can see on drop. Just standing there. Ivan needs to clear this and be careful of this possibility, and jumps and somehow lives, but Shinon gets the trade back onto Cyber, and really great teamwork there. Shinon gets another. The teamwork has just been immaculate so far by Phantom Trap, and they will convert the bonus. I mean, Rock, this is looking like just team synergy right now by Phantom Trap, and there's nothing that Little Cat Boys can do to stop them. And you can see the replay right here. A really good start by Loaf, but past that, Phantom Trap, they managed to claw back on that 4v3.
Yeah, I mean, they had such a good... Phantom Troop have been doing very well of taking that early A space, like what we did before. And even though they lost 2 to B, they had the vision, you know? They're like, we've already taken all this A space. We can just go back A.
Yeah, so you could just go back A, and the Dink taking this rubble control, so finally being a bit more aggressive, you would say, are Little Cat Boys, and will be interesting to see how it will go down. As I mean, just so far, just taking this control onto Mound, but nothing being done with it. They'll try and take this rubble control here. And you can just see the Viper of Gone. Yeah, trying to get that jump spot. Nothing will be found. Find at least 2 players. Might have even spotted the third, so that gives a lot of information towards Shinobu. Loaf will just look towards mid here. No Limit, aka Wisp, as I've been told by production. Wisp here has come and trying to search for something here. You can see Gone is just deleted by Arxco. And so now we're 5v4, now only about Sheriffs and only Sheriffs and light armor for the entire team of Little Cat Boys, but Cyber, the right timing here could be crucial for Cyber. Needs to find one, could find a second, but no. But it is a 3v2, and they are stuck on this B side. We'll slowly walk into Link, Little Cat Boys, and you can just see Shinobu does have this Vandal. That will spot the player, but that will only spot the Sheriff of Artco. And Nove, well, knows there's another player here. Needs to try and find it. Nove is somehow alive. And somehow Whispers find that player. And you can see Mike Alderman, the garden is being used, and you can just see you've got Sheriff. Look at the person. What's going on? Oh my god, time is on the side. So not Wisp. Mixing up mark my words, they're mixing up the plays, but Wisp has done it. And you can just see the replay here. 1v2 situation. Shinobi does everything they can with the Sheriff. Oh, just both tagged up. You can see Wisp. Oh, just barely gets it. Shinobi can't find that headshot. Naz around, and a real big opportunity wasted there for Little Catboys.
Yeah, just the last few bullets is what made the difference, man. Sometimes that's all it is. Now onto a gun round for both Little Catboys and Phantom Troop. And yeah, they're working up A here, making a lot of noise. But do they know that Shinon's he's just holding C?
Yeah, you can see Gon here is actually going to be delayed by CyberX, so they're going to actually take this rubble control here. See, across the map, they will link up with that Astra of Shinon. Nothing will be found mount here, so they will take this mount control, maybe try and do a fast execute towards C, but that is on... that is the side of the Vice, and that will be Maze. So Maze will be at least looking for one, maybe 2 kills. Rocket Views will come out here, and you can just see Maze get 2 somehow, and Haizu. Well, that's what you have to do, son, is just get 2 and get out of there. But the ultimate there by the Rays, the Rocket, it does not find anyone there. And so you can see now it's a 4v2. This is Little Catboys' best chance here, as Hardcore trying to find something. You can see Nove taking that fight, but Shinobi does not give it. Pain Ornament does come out, and we'll actually tag 3 players here from Waterfall. And you can just see Uplo's deleted, but now it's a 3v1, and CyberX gets the kill through the smoke. So finally around here, 4 Little Catboys. The ultimate did come out from Raze. The Rocket came out, went in, but did not find the target of the Vice, as Vice managed to get 2 kills there from Maze. We can see here the replay at the end of the round. I mean, just really good retake, even with the ultimate ability being used on them, Ron.
Yeah, I'm really glad that Little Catboys have decided to be a little bit more proactive with their utility. You could see there, once Phantom Troop managed, or was making signs that they were planning to take A real heavy, real quick, Little Catboys instantly said no, put down the Nightfall, chucked it out, and then took down Gon as well on their way out. And yeah, they just managed to stop that entire push. And after you stop that first initial push, a lot of utility has been spent, which is really good for the defenders.
Yeah, I mean, I literally forgot what it was called. It is the showstopper. I just remembered that. Yeah, I was like, when I was coding, I was like, what is it? I know the ultimate ability name. That's one of the odds I know. I just haven't casted so long. I forgot it was called the showstopper. The showstopper used and just didn't find any value. It was really well done there. The flash was perfect by that Vice. But we're in the next round here, and it feels like Little Catboys, they need to find a bit of momentum, you would say. You can see that Vice wall triggered pretty early near B main. So one control established there, but you can see taking that rubble control very, very slowly is Gon, trying to find something, maybe trying to retake this other side of Little Catboys, and they will try and find it against Phantom Trout. The fight's perfect, and we'll find 1, and we'll find 2, by 3, 4, 5, 6, and blows the ground straight away, and Loaf will find it, find the kill onto Wisp, and that will be around. I think Shinon will just save here.
30 seconds
and
left.
Really, it was all because of Cyber's, fragging ability, but the utility there, the flash, the blind, the stun. I mean, well, the flash and the stun there work together in peace, and Cyber maybe looking for a 4K here if they can get it. Loaf will be the first one to take contact here onto Shinon, and will just immediately delete it. So, I mean, this is good signs from Little Catboys against Phantom Trout, and looks like Phantom Trout's economy is going to be in a lot of danger here. As you can just see the replay here at the end of the round, nothing really to show here, just hunting down Shinon.
I mean, yeah, this is a dangerous spot for Phantom Troop here. It's kind of do or die. You can see they're all the members are kind of trying to figure out whether to spend all that cash or just to save it, hold on to it, and it does look like they're holding on to it, hopefully. But yeah, this is gonna be an important round, because if they don't win this round, it's 3-4, and then it's gonna be tough to take advantage of that lead that they managed to get so early on.
Yeah, looks like a quick execute onto Sync. Oh, we'll find that first player, no way! And that's a huge one. That's the entry gone for Phantom Trout, and they'll have to find something else. Maze does, what is going on? Oh my God, the kill of Maze! The Hustler was just trying to trigger the wall, but didn't even need that hunt. He just finds the player Maze, and that blows the ground wide open on the other side. So now it's a 4v4. Loeb needs to try and find his first player, and does. Oh, gone. So now 4v3. They do know a player is back here, but Shinobi. Oh, that's a great stun onto the player. But now it is up to Wisp and Shinon as Loeb trying to find the players. He does find one. It's all up to Shinon. Gets one blinded. Hello? Shinon will need to find a miracle here and won't find any miracle of such. So a bit of a back and forth round for a bit there. I don't know how Shinon gets one. A wild flash. Fair enough, but round blown open. You can see the Vice of Maze gets the kill onto, you know, the entry of Nove, but Heinzu finds a ridiculous peek in, gets them into the round, but guns may be too much of a factor, and it's still 4-3 Phantom Trope, but look at boys, 3 in a row here, Rock.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit
And
scary.
timeout.
That lead is slowly fading away, man. I mean, Phantom Troop looks so dominant, but now it kind of seems like Little Catboys, they figured out how their comp works, because their comp is inherently a very, you know, trap based or an aggressive comp. It's very, you can't be playing passive with it, which is what I think they were doing for the first, you know, few rounds. But luckily now they've kind of locked in, realized, hey, we got to be running some, you know, let them push up a bit, figure out where they are, and then chuck all our utility, get a kill, get out.
Yeah, I think you definitely have seen Little Catboys be more comfortable on the map. It didn't feel like they were really that comfortable. Maybe a bit shell-shocked, you would say, off of the first round and how they lost that. You know, so just gaining on that, and momentum switches can be huge here. It's about really, you know, I feel like the next momentum switch will be likely this round. I mean, this could really put back Phantom Trout's, you know, lead back into the game, or their economy could be broken again. Little Catboys would have tied it, winning 4 in a row. So I feel like a big round here in terms of momentum, in terms of the mental state of these players. You can just see, doesn't seem like they'll be going just doing, you know, just putting the Viper wall up on A, but does seem like this is more going to be a mid-aggress player, and it looks like Loaf is going to be the first player to find this. So let's see what happens here, as we do see Loaf here. We'll be in a lot of trouble, and Loaf does get it, and that's what I was talking about, the aggressive play. That will stop them, though, for a second, but they will just use the ultimate of the Astro Wall in, and you can see CyberX is actually going through. What is going on? Oh my goodness, Space gets one through the Viper's pit, but nobody. Now the round is kind of slowed down.
Down B. One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
What's going on here? It's now a ring. Oh my goodness. What has happened there in terms of the round? What has just happened? I mean, replay, please. Yeah. Rock, explain. Just explain.
From what I saw, this is from what I saw, okay? I believe Shinobu and Maze were both in C-Link, and they tried getting through they tried going and timing everybody by going through the Astral Wall and going straight into the Viper's Pit. And luckily there was a little bit of a gap of where the Viper's Pit was, so that, you know, I believe it was Maze managed to hide in there and just sit in the Viper's, you know, just outside the Viper's Pit. And as soon as he heard the tap, all he had to do is listen for the noise and shoot in that general direction. And, you know, he just luckily got a kill through the Viper, through all the smoke and all the haze. So a lot of luck and, you know, a lot of mantiness.
Yeah, but here's the first fight of this round, and you can just see, oh, that's a bit of a whip there. Another consummate bit here. Does Little Catboys is a 3v4 as Maze does find a kill, but Maze is just stuck here, and they know, Nove knows exactly, has to try and find something. CyberX needs to try and help the teammate a bit. Maze does get another, but Maze will die there, and that will be their round impact on below. I mean, this round has been carried by Maze, getting them back in it, even though they lost the mid-skirmish so damn badly. It's now a 2v1 here, and it will be up to Gone. So we didn't really talk about the winner of that last round, but it was Phantom Trout. So they managed to buffer their round extension back to 2. Gone will have to find something here, though. Maybe trying to make them second guess. Play till the last second, hoping that they can at least get a 1v1.
30 seconds left.
You can see now activates onto the site. We'll try and find something here, but no player there will be spotted. And you can just see the timing is so damn important here in terms of just finding it. He's just hear a drop, you hear it being planted, and that might be the end. Oh, Gone, as just unfortunate timing there. in terms of, well, unfortunate placement of the spike, as that player, Cyber, was waiting at the drop position, just had to peek out with the stun, did exactly that. And really, it didn't look good at first, but Maze somehow finding a 3K there really brings the round back here for Little Catboys. And you can just see that final kill. Really well done there by Cyber.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit unexpected. You don't typically, at this caliber of, at this level of a tournament, you don't really see, you know, a lot of visors they don't really tend to go towards A. You'll see here now that May's deciding going back to C, but usually they just sit on C. So I think it took Phantom Troop on a bit of a surprise when they found out that Maze was playing on A there.
Yeah, Phantom Troop, Prout.
It's Troop, I believe.
Troop. Yeah, I'm gonna say Troop. Yeah, I'm horrible at names, so apologies for me, folks. I always get one name wrong. Yeah, Showstopper's down for Maze. I mean, this guy is so damn good so far. Finding 13 kills has been the top fragger in the server so far. But yeah, apologies for Phantom Troop. Yeah, Phantom Troop. Yeah. Apologies. I always get one name wrong. I feel like that's a.
It's the classic, isn't it?
Yeah, bro. If you know me as a cast, if you watch you'd be like, oh, he's got that player's name wrong. Oh, he's got that team's name wrong. So apologies for that. But you could just see actually going towards A. They don't even have any info on this rubble control, but they actually just take it for free. Shinon playing, hoping for an overaggress here by Maze or by a player here, and maybe we'll go for some sort of lurk. That will be spotted. Shinon in a lot of trouble though. And the timing is really weird, actually. And Shinon does find one, but surely can't find a second here of Cyber. They are going back to C. They were traveling to A, but that has been stopped. Astro Smoke will go down, and well, the footsteps will be heard. It's 3 players here, but they're just covering this site, which is the guns and everything. But Loaf does get that player in terms of Wisp, and Shinon will Loaf. Okay, well that's the round as Loaf just goes through, kills Shinon, and Gon is deleted by the Neon Ultimate. So yeah, maybe a bit predictable at the end, but that's the round.
Yeah, a bit of an expansive round as well. They're cashing out the Neon Ultimate. I forgot what it's called as well now. But cashing it out just to secure the round a little bit. You know, they were up 4-3, so a little bit of an expensive round. But still, a round secured is better than a round lost.
Yeah, I mean...
Is it Overdrive? Is that the name?
Overdrive. No,
like that.
Yeah, but they, I really... Yeah, I think that's the ultimate name, but played really well. Loaf does get one note onto Shinon, and you can see right up here, Heinzu is in a lot of trouble, but only goes down to half HP. Maybe a missed opportunity here for Little Catboys. So we'll have to find something else here. There's Phantom Troop.
Right here.
Trying to reset themselves here. And you can just see, well, Gon has just found 2, and we didn't even get to see that, but it just hears all the players coming in. So Cyber,
face your fear.
seeing all this util, I mean, this is so interesting. Cyber's playing such a powerful position here. They don't know, they haven't cleared this out. Now there will be questions of this position, especially I would say starting now. So Cyber needs to try and find this player, and the player that they need to find is Wisp. This is the perfect timing here, and does find it. So Cyber, beautifully done now. It is a 3v3 retake here behind. It does find it. Maze gets another. It's now a 2v2 with the close range. Cyber's just been so damn big this round. Gotta find Loaf, and Loaf does find no man. Well, I feel like that round has to go to Cyber in terms of what position they played, clearing out that rubs position, and then just relinking on site with the other defenders. Really good retake there by Little Catboys, and you can just see Cyber playing that position near box, and it just finds that player looking at the flank there from Rubble. You can see Nove in a bit of trouble. The stun is perfect, gets the player on half HP. They're just kind of stuck there, and Loaf does the rest.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Little Catboys are really playing to their strengths here. They kind of understand that, you know, the weakness of the Clovers that they can't smoke the entire map. If you're on C, you're not smoking A anytime soon. So I think it's really smart putting Loathe over here towards B side, swapping it around as well. Last round he was on C, so I think they've been doing a really good job. It's treating him as a kind of pseudo duelist and just keeping him mobile, moving in between sides.
great fade ornament, but I don't know how much they can do with it with just this link door. That's the only place they can really attack from. It's so damn narrow. So they do stop the attack onto A, and there are 2 players on site in terms of Cyber and the Neon of Artco, but you can just see Vice Garden, Ultimate is activated. Artco does get one, but you can just see the shorty there by Cyber. And you can see Viper's Pit also activated here. So we'll then try and find something. You can see Cyber does have this drop position. So they know in this tree position and in the Viper's Pit, you can just see, well, nobody does get one and nobody does get two. You can see this. Great couple work. Oh my goodness, the Viper's Pit. Shinobu has to find something here. As Gon is just dead. And Shinobu will just have to try and find... Oh, the timing is just not... the timing not on the side and the pick not on the side of Shinobu. So that will be 6-6. Phantom Troop, they do really well to, starve off this, little Catboys for a bit. And, after... But I don't know, after a very strong start, would you take that? You're 4-0 up, you're 4-0 up. But then you give up 6 rounds and you go 6-2 down. But it could have been a lot worse. You could have lost those 2 rounds there. So do you think Phantom Troop would take this, especially on that attacking side?
Yeah, to be honest, with this comp, I was actually pretty surprised when they went up 4-0 because this is seen more as it's a very defensive comp if you want to look at it that way, because you could treat the Viper as another sort of pseudo sentinel controller mix where you're kind of just sitting on a site, and you got that Astro who's known just for absolute defense as well, and the Vise. So I think they're gonna have a lot. They're definitely not mad about 6-6. They might be mad about 6-6 after being up 4-0, but I overall with this team comp, it's not that bad. And that being said, my goodness, gone.
Not a caster jinx there, but maybe a caster jinx later in the round, as you could just take more. The minute I was like, oh yeah, look, we didn't cast a jinx it, then Loaf just gets 2 kills and gets rid of the link players. But now only 1 player left here, and that is in terms of the raise here of Novo, but really nothing they can do. You can see the flank is coming in from Shinon, but Novo does find one, trying to find another here. Already! Put that in! By the end of this month when this tournament ends, that's probably going to be one of the best pistol clips you'll see! Oh my goodness, thank God we got the replay! Time is needed!
Oh my goodness, that was absolutely
insane!
insane!
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Nah. Oh my. That was way too hype, man.
You've just broken something on your desk. I might have just broken my mic. I don't know how that's going to sound on the stream, but like, oh my goodness. Yeah, get the rate. Thank you, Atlas. Put it again. This might be the pistol clip of the tournament. It's going to be really hard to defeat this. Just these one taps, man. Like, he gets 32, 1 bullet left, reloads, and then one taps 4 players, bro. Like, I genuinely doubt that nothing is going to beat that in terms of pistol clips. That is absolutely amazing.
That had to have been a pre-fire, right? That was crazy.
It had to be. It had to be.
That was crazy. No. That's an aura moment, man.
Welcome to Wave OCE, folks. Welcome to Wave OCE, the new era of OCE tournaments. You get clips like that in this damn tournament. We're going to be having a damn good tournament. Oh my goodness. Out of words, out of breath, but we have to continue with the next round as this rubber control being immediately taken. You can just see the areas being used through that position near tree. That's a pretty smart thing to do. I've seen teams like top tier teams in OC like E-King do it with Minimize, and you can just see Gon trying to find that player onto Loaf and does. Maybe trying to find a second as well, but you can see Wizmatcher does get a kill, and then, well, I just think this round is unfortunately not going the way of little Catboys. I mean, this is crazy, by the way. Can we talk about that? Now that it's quieted down, the first round was a clutch, a 4v2 by Phantom Troop in terms of Shinon, and then we get that from Nove. Like,
I mean, these pistol
rounds,
man.
Pistols do decide the early economical state, but it really does feel like momentum-wise, it's really changed the game you know, for these wins in terms of Phantom Troop getting those rounds.
Yeah, I mean,
One
sometimes
enemy
it's.
remaining.
I mean, I think pistol rounds show it the most. They definitely like. They definitely test if you have that certain clutch factor. Because nice shot again. But pistol rounds are like the rawest you can get. There's like very little util. That maybe like some smokes, maybe a couple clears, but like usually there's not that much util that's being used. So it's usually just gunplay. So whoever is the cleanest shots, whoever lands the nicest shots, are the ones who usually win the round.
Yeah, I'm literally just watching back on the stream right now of the moment. That was crazy, but kind of decided the following round. I mean, you just see Nove weapon outlaw as well. This is really scary. Been on. Oh, it's goodbye, Loaf. It's goodbye. Here comes the second player. I really don't feel like this guy can miss right now. He's in. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's disrespectful. And you can see Wiz gets the kill as well. And just little Cat Boys, they're in pieces right now. It just feels like the momentum has completely swung back to Phantom Troops. Just back to their side. It's unbelievable seeing what we're seeing here. Nove looking forward. You don't want to peek into the player. Oh, it's Cyber. Well, Cyber's saying, hold on. We got those 6 rounds on the board for a reason. Oh, and that player, I mean, he's going to get one, maybe, no, maybe. So this is a 2v5 clutch attempt. You've got to remember that. The fight's just going to be perfect to find the black baby. Oh, does see that play, but does not take the gun duel. Will that be looked at as a missed opportunity here for little Cat Boys? You just see Cyber getting rid of that fade dog. Flash and Stun will come out, try and find the player. Cyber does spot on. Are you kidding? What is going on in this game? These last 3 rounds have been ridiculous. If Shinon gets a 2v1 clutch, I am going to cry, especially on this position. No, they are not. And somehow, after having a 5-on-2 advantage, yes, they were 5 players alive against the 2. Lose all the players, and little Cat Boys, they come back.
I mean, Cyber landed that nice shot on Nove, man. That was so clean. Just basically a pre-fire. But you know that was still an expensive round. You gotta remember, little Cat Boys. That was their buy round. They lost 3 people in their buy round. So if you look at it like that, it's not too bad. And yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a rough fight for Shinobu particularly. But I mean, Odin's out on A. It's not all bad.
No, the thing is, like, Nove, he did lose that duel to Cyber, which kind of kicked off the comeback last round. But Nove, I mean, he's just been so damn sharp, and maybe even trying to find Cyber. He does know there's a player there. Yeah, he knows there's a whiff of a player there. I think just holding that angle. I mean, Cyber's a dead man walking. If Nove just keeps holding this angle, have to try and bail him out, you would say. Another fade dog, that's gone away, so that won't bail him out. Oh, not again. It's unbelievable. I mean, Nobody's on fire, but Cyber is just making sure he's out of the round every time. Flashes will come in. It looks like it will be an A-side execute. 2 players on there. 2 players will come from the flank eventually here from Phantom Troop, but Heinze will just hold for now. Also, yeah, well, yeah, I was thinking that little Cat Boys are on the attack.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Taking this attack near tree. Stun will come out. I mean, Cyber's been so damn good as well. There's no doubt about it. Cyber, Maze, Loaf as well. You can just see that flank position. Cyber is so damn low. Has to try and hold it for as long as they can behind you. He does delete Loaf. Maze does get another. Plan will go down, but do they expect shit on? Wiz does get the kill onto Cyber, but now it's a 2v2. So now, both players coming. They know one's coming through tree based on that, but they also know one could be coming through this smoke. Flash will be coming up for Maze here. We'll just look at that heaven position for now. We'll play this backside position.
Where are you?
You can just see. We'll be destroyed and Wiz just gets 2. That's really naughty by Wiz. Just the crouch sprays work out in the end, and that will be 9-8 to Phantom Troop. So they do stem the bleeding. They don't switch back the momentum. They take it right back after that 5v2, loss. in terms of that round, but you can just see really well done by the Wisp there. I mean, yeah, nothing else really to say, Rock.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this might definitely come down to a comp diff toward the end. I mean, Phantom Troop just have such a this is like the meta comp, which is it really is defensive. It holds all the choke points so well, so you're really seeing that come into play now. Especially now. Oh,
Which
nice
is love
shot.
the aggression. Like MEOW never gives up that position, even if a flash or a stun comes out, or a haunt, a haunt dog, anything that comes to him, he never gives up that position. He always wants to take the fight, and that's something that can really win you rounds as Nove gets a second, maybe trying to look for a third. Right guy will come out here, but Shinon does find one. You can see Cyberegg. Oh!
One enemy remaining.
No words to that showstopper, trying to find another. Grenade will come out, make them get two though. So Main's in a 1v5 situation.
1v3.
Well, it wasn't a 1v5 because...
Oh, yeah, you're right.
No. Oh my goodness, I got really scared there for a second. Behind Zoo does the cleanup work there. It was a world where they could have won that, their little cat boys, but you can just see Nove, don't see it there, but Loeb gets killed. Relinquishes the position. I didn't even see this because we switched POVs, activated the showstopper. Bang, just like kind of took some time to just aim at it and just gets the kill. 20 and 15. Maze and Nove both tied up, but it does feel like Phantom Troop, they're just a bit better right now. That extra player getting above 10 kills could be big for them. You just see round going on and on and on. Gonna be interesting to see how that. Oh, Shinon with the last bullet of his mag.
Check his PC.
Yeah, check his PC. Vanguard, it's time to ban him. Trying to find a second. Bro, if he finds two, I quit. Oh, there was a chance as well. That's a scary part. There was a big chance of finding two. You can see Heinz maybe looking for an ace, Shinon. I mean, go for it, my son. Shinon trying to find a player, but Arco, perfect sheriff shot there, but Heinz is still the player here on the backside. We'll pick up that Odin, the hashtag kills, and we'll find another. Oh, I don't know how Arco's alive, but Arco will take that every day of the week, and Loeb does find a kill as well, but here comes Wisp, and now it is a 2v1 situation. Will come down to Loeb, and Loeb, I believe, only has a sheriff, so has to try and find a gun as well if they can, and has to hit the shots, but can't hit any of them except one, and that's only to the body. So Wisp will get the kill there, and Phantom Troop, they are 11-7 up, building that lead slowly but surely to victory. And yeah, I mean, the Odin was a big player for both teams this round, but at the end of the day, Phantom Troop, they get their 11th here, Rock.
Yeah, 2 rounds away from advancing. This is looking spooky for little cat boys here. They've certainly got to be at least a little bit worried, but they have 4 ults, so I'm sure that they're looking pretty good this round. I wouldn't be surprised if they just all, spam the ult button and just went in on a site.
Nah, that's great. I just rate hoping someone's gonna go there and just taking the fade dog. It's like, I just love the confidence there. Shinon will be the only one here on side, and Rolling Thunder will go out, and that will catch Shinon. Has to try and get up slowly, and will get up. Baines does get gone actually, so that low play has worked out as well. And Shinon waits for Arco to come in and says, "Hello, buddy," and just immediately deletes it off the map. Nove also finds Mason. That's low play gone now. It's a 4v3. It looks really good at first. Fade Ultimate will come out, hoping like a lot of Ultimates coming out. Vice Ultimate as well coming out here to strip them of any guns in the radius. And they won't be able to play off of this now. I mean, they have gotten into side, but Shinobi does find one, but CyberX does die. No, they does find a third. Trying to find something. It's a bit of a whipping. Haizu has to try and do something really special. I mean, Loeb has to do something really special, but Haizu's got it covered. Mixing up my words there a bit. There's a lot of ultimates, a lot of abilities are used that round, but unfortunately for little cat boys, it just does seem like that momentum they found at the first half has dissipated, and Phantom Troop are looking to secure themselves to a potential game where they could make playoffs.
Yeah, expensive round there. 3 ults used for the side of little cat boys. I mean, that is not what you want to see, especially coming into coming into the what is potentially the last round. We can see here as well, Wisp getting the off. I mean, are they gonna use it? Whoa. Oh, they're stacked towards the right side as well. This is looking dangerous for Little Cat Boys.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of a trap. Look at how much utility is about to be thrown. I can just see a grenade, a haunt dog, just everything. They do hear that as well. So, Arco is just a dead man sitting. You can just see God gets two as well. They're looking to make that map victory, and the spike is importantly dropped right in front of them on lobby, so they'll have to try and retake that as a 3-stack. Smoke will go out here, and they're trying to find something here. So here's the team of they haven't got the spike yet. Cyber does get a tag on. Guys, we need to get the spike. Oh, it's just deletes Nove. So now 4v3, trying to find something here, taking the fights. I mean, they're just being, this isn't crazy. This is just pug type of level of gameplay you're seeing right here, just rank type of level. And you can actually see, pick up the spike. For God's sake, someone pick it up. You put a smoke down, that was the objective. Nobody did it. And now finally they have. There's 30 seconds left on the clock though, and you would have to say that only 2 positions are going B left. Or C here. And let's see, Heinzu, Vice,
Thorns down.
Of Wisp trying to find something, does have that operator. See, Vice Garden will come out and will actually Hummering's a champ, but then gone trying to find something and it's perfect. Oh, it's just that's
there's no
they can just sit here. Yeah, they can just sit here. That's the game, Luke. You just have to just try and find kills, and they don't even get that kill in terms of Wisp. GG's in the chat, everybody. Phantom Troop, they secured the W here after a close first half. The second half really kick-started by that Nove 4K unbelievable ghost highlight reel. But yeah, at the end of the day, it seems like you know, for Phantom Troop, they'll be going up in the next match, and they'll see if they can make playoffs here at Wave OCE Proteus.
Yeah, I was looking a little bit spooky there, but thankfully got in the defense locked in. So I'm excited to see them see them maybe hopefully make playoffs. It might be exciting. They look like a star team right now, so I wouldn't be too surprised. But yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited as well. I want to see more of Nove. I mean, that was just, I think that's ridiculous. I don't think we'll get a better clip here. Day one, maybe Castle Jinx, maybe we get like some 1v5 ace or something, but that will be it. That will be us for match 1. Will be here for match 2. Winner of that, I don't know what it is. I don't know exactly what the teams are. I believe it is Phantom Troop versus one of Gold Diggers and what is the other team that played earlier? Cam Mid. One of those 2 teams will face on Phantom Troop. We'll get to you in a bit, but you can just see the stats here. Thank you, production. I mean, it just felt like there was more. You could just see the kills, and everyone really had a game here. It just felt like there was one more player in terms of fragging ability on Phantom Troop, and that kind of decided the game, in my opinion.
Listen, you don't have to call out Octo like that, man. It's all right.
No. Well, I also give them this, in that it was really hard for them to win rounds if Nove wasn't out of the round, and the person they had to rely on that was Cyber. So, you know, there was 2 crucial rounds where they got rid of them. So, yeah, I mean, I just think, I think both teams played well. I just think at the end of the day, I think Phantom Troop just had too many players that had, you know, a lot of shining moments. Yeah, just too much individual, you know, moments, too much individual ability. And once they figured it out on that second half, it was kind of over. So, so I mean, hey, that's the first match. That's not it for us. We've still got a map to go. Yeah, we're done with this map. We'll be back soon. We Phantom Troop versus either Gold Diggers or Cam Mid. We'll see who it is after this. I don't know who won that map earlier on, but we'll be back. We'll be back in a bit, and the winner of that match will go to the Wave OCE playoffs. By the way, thank you, production. I'm hearing from production. It is Gold Diggers. So we now know it is Gold Diggers versus Phantom Troop. Winner of that will go to the playoffs. The loser will have to go to a best of 3 to try and make playoffs. So you want to win that best of 1 because that's the easiest way to get through. See you in a bit. See you in about a couple minutes.
Welcome to Wave OCE Proteus. Following this year's official season,
It's eating, showing exactly why they're the best in OCE.
top teams in our region are still hungry to compete, and for WAVE OCE's inaugural tournament, we're giving players a platform to do just that. Starting from September 4th, 16 teams will fight through the group stage for 8 spots in the double elimination playoffs. From there, they'll set their eyes towards the grand finals on September 28th. The further teams get in the playoffs, the more money they secure from our $5,000 prize pool, provided by OCE's very own K-Man. For the group stage, teams will be randomly seeded into 4 double elimination groups. The upper bracket rewards strong starts, qualifying the first 4 teams into playoffs after 2 best-of-1 matches. In the lower bracket, matches become best of 3, giving 4 more teams a chance to prove themselves worthy of qualifying. The playoffs action begins on September 13th, featuring a full 8-team double elimination format. Teams from the same group are placed on opposite sides of the bracket, with number 1 seeds facing up against number 2 seeds randomly drawn from the other groups. Matches are all best of 3 until the lower finals and grand finals, which will be best of 5. We hope that you'll join us for every multi-kill,
It's absolutely nuclear second. Oh my days! How?
clutch, and flick,
Forward with a jump down, second one's close by. Shorty! It's Dragon!
until we've crowned a victor of WAVE OCE Proteus.
Welcome back, everybody, to Wave OCE Proteus. I'm Portugal 554, of course, and I'm here with Rockmine. We just sat through an absolute cinema game. I mean, we just saw probably one of the clips of the tournament in terms of Nove. I mean, we could just see from last map. Anything more to recap on that, Rock?
I mean, Phantom Troop, they look like a pretty solid team right now. You can see their combat scores are pretty even throughout. Everybody's getting some kills. They're not looking half bad.
No, they're definitely not looking half bad. Nove, of course, the standout performance of that map. I mean, just go on Twitter, Wave OCE, you'll see the clip of us going insane, my mic peaking, me doing a scream, you doing a scream, and you watch the VOD, you broke something, I think I broke something, yeah. We just broke everything after that, so we had a lot of fun casting that, but we have to get to the serious business here. Phantom Troop, they do win, and while Gold Diggers, they actually did win as well against Care Mid. So that's the team they'll be facing off against here. We can see maybe some players we casters need to look out for, and the fans here, MEOW, Pacifist, Depth Try, Bin, and Mini, obviously all the players. You can see Mini, the only one below not only 10 kills, but 20 kills. So, you know, but everyone else, basically got 20 kills and pretty good performance by them. And while for Gold Diggers, for Gold Diggers and Phantom Troop, Rock, it's about making to the playoffs. This is the easiest road to get there. It's just going by 2-0 and just you can finish it today. You can finish it tonight. 2 hours and you're already done, and you can wait probably I think a week or two until you have to play again, and that can be used to scrim, to just relax, have a good vacation,
have a chill. Watch our favorite casters, Rockmine Law in Portugal, as they chill out, watch the rest of the.
So important game for this, and obviously Ascent is the map that has been chosen here by both by the teams. I believe Gold Diggers actually did play Ascent off stream, so they had more familiarity with the map tonight. But who knows? I mean, after what we saw from Phantom Troop, I think, and the team's histories as well. Rock, if you want to go further into that, it feels like this could be a close affair.
Yeah, this will definitely be a close match. That being said as well, Gold Diggers already had the time to warm up on this map, and they have been picking this kind of weird team comp with the Chamber and the Vise, which is a little bit out of pocket. But the last time that these two teams sort of met, I say met in quotes here, because, the last time that they met Phantom Troop was as Red Panda. Now they've kind of they've done something funny. I'm not even going to try to get into it. But last time they met, they Red Panda and Gold Diggers did play against each other, and their first map was Ascent. And guess who won?
Red Panda?
Yep, Red Panda by 13-4. So a pretty dominant showing. So I think that did make Gold Diggers rethink their comp a little bit, rethink their ideas a little bit, and just try and do some new ideas, which is how we've come to this comp, I'm assuming. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what both teams have to show for us.
I mean, we got to talk about one thing that didn't happen last map. The overlay working. We finally got the overlay working, so we actually gonna have fun this time, and you lovely viewers having the advanced overlay. Thank you, Atlas, for that. But now we start here, and again, huge match on the line here. Winner of this, one of the best of one here, will go on to the Wave OCE playoffs. You can just see already a bit of control here being taken here near lobby, and while Depth Try obviously has to be pushed out. They're actually just going for mid. This is really weird. These are really weird round already. Looks like they're going for mid, and Pacifist actually does get rid of Nove. So it all comes down to Hantu and finding kills. It does find one. Does get out of there with their life away. And you can just see a lot of weird things happening. But at the end of the day, it will be a 4v4. Depth Try is low on HP, and so is the Sova of Pacifist. As we can get this recon bolt out, and I won't find any information, as Hantu does find Depth Try as well. So two kills on the round for Hantu already. You can just see going through market here as Pacifist needs to hold off as much as they can. Hantu penetrated out, but Echo's gone, and now it's a 3v1. It's all up to Bin. Bin needs to find something huge here. He does find one with the right click. It's a 2v1. Defuse comes out, but it's a fake defuse. Going to spam through, trying to
enemy remaining.
get away. Oh, this is just cinema. And now it's up to Wiz trying to find the kill. Oh, does tag a bit. It is half defused. Trying to find something. Clutch! Well, we saw last time! We saw last time around! We saw last time about Phantom Troop! They managed 2 incredible rounds! The 4v2 pistol cops from last map, and then obviously the no-bait clip that everyone's been talking about, but that time, Golding it's all up to Bin Rock, and he delivers!
Oh, I mean, these pistol rounds have been absolutely electric, man. What? That was insane. They were how? I have no word. I'm stuttering over my words here, man. This is too crazy for me.
Yeah, I mean, been just an incredible round, and those pistol rounds really can shape how a half is played. We saw that last map, and well, Shinon, you can just see going through protocols. Is Phantom Troop going to take this B main control here? We'll do exactly that, but you can just see it going up through, can't walk into cover. He will spot one into tree, and Gon will just have to vacate that position. Now they have taken main control into lobby, so it's just about trying to find this control key. You can see Gon playing really aggressive on this smoke, looking for maybe someone to come in and just pop a little right click into their head, but nobody's obliging on that. Will be a 5v5 retake. You can see Sova Dart might come out, but actually will stop for now, as that will be Sova Dart onto him, but Gon can't do anything about that. And now still 5v5 retake, pistols only for the side of, oh my goodness, 2 players already deleted their Phantom Troop. Well, immediately turns into a 5v3 now. Wisp does find the player onto Bin. You could just see Wisp trying to find maybe another. Time is running low here. Trying to find it. Oh, can't find him. Maybe a bit of Wisp there. And Shinon can't find anything more than one. So that will be the round. The gun advantage there. Maybe too great for the side of Phantom Troop to really take a hand of. Even though they had good control of the map in terms of taking main and, you know, rafters and near tree away. Still, it wasn't enough. The gun advantage really decided that round, it felt like, Rob.
Yeah, definitely. You could see there that, you know, although Phantom Troop had the right ideas, I mean, like you said, they had the right amount of control over everybody, over the map, sorry, but the guns are just, you know, it's such an important factor to consider in all of this.
Such an important factor, and again, bonus round. This is really well where, you can accelerate the game, and Depth Try does already get gone, and now it's all up to the 2 players here. You can see the bias here of Heinz will be deleted, and this is not looking good for Phantom Troop. You can see trying to at least get one, and does get bit, but he's on 4 HP and barely live. Has to try and find this player of Depth Try if he can. Timing will be a message here. Depth Try does get that player of Wisp, and well, that actually does get mini for Pacifist immediate trade, and it's a 3v1, and well, does seem like Shinon will get that player of Pacifist. Knows there's a player that was lurking mid, but that player has returned to link up with the other player. Bout is there at tree. That presence will be noted, but time not of the essence here, and that will be a save. So Gold Diggers, they're having a really fast start to this game. And Phantom Troop, maybe a bit shell-shocked by that first round. We talk about just the mentality of losing those types of rounds that really can shake you, you know, mentally up a bit, and especially, you know, early into a half.
Yeah, 3 rounds, bonus 1. Bonus 1. Like that's. I mean, what more can you ask for? A defense-sided map as well. I'm happy if I'm Gold Diggers. And, you know, you got to say, Gold Diggers, as a team, they are the more experienced team. They have more, you know, as a team, they definitely have more synergy from just time together. Phantom Troop, obviously, you know, you got bits and bobs, some players from Red Panda, some players from some elsewhere. So they might not have the same amount of team synergy that Gold Diggers does. And we are certainly seeing that sort of stuff come into play. And my goodness, Depth Try.
Yeah, I mean, Depth Try, he just gets the kill there. They're trying to take this space back onto main, but how much can they find? Well, they do get rid of the Vice Wall, so that's a bit of utility gone, but the gun's just not good. They've only got a Phantom in play, Stinger as well, Sheriffs and the rest, Sheriff and the other two, and then obviously light armor on all the players, so has to try and defend something. You need to find an individual moment here, it feels like this round, for the side of Phantom Troop, and it will have to come through Heinz. You would have to think at least on the tree. The timing here could be perfect. If he finds it, he misses. He does get one, but there was so much more opportunity. And not going to kill one now. So Bao gets a second, and now it's a 2v4. And how crucial could that this be? And shit on. He does get one, but he can't find Pacifist, and now it's all up to the player. Oh, gone and gone. Oh, really try and find that Phantom, but he can't. And you have to say, Rock, that flash from Heinzu, I mean, I know he does get a kill, but that could have been round altering if he hits more of his shots.
Yeah, that was bad. That was pretty rough as well. You gotta notice Heinzu just missed the flash and flashed all of his teammates. So yeah, just a little bit unlucky there. But you know, sometimes that just kind of happens, especially with the Vice Flash. I found one of the most unpredictable flashes there, because you know the angle matters so much.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't actually realize we have the exact same comps playing against each other, so that's a fun thing to see. But as you can see, Gon, ooh, he's trying to look for his first battle, but he can't win it, and then Heinzu dies to Mini, so that's a first kill over to Gold Diggers. Not the plan they were hoping for, Phantom Troop, and not the start they were looking for on this round or on the map so far. So now you just see Gon again. I do like these plays, these aggressive plays on towards it. Bao might punish one of them though. Never mind one, he'll punish both. And that will just be side taken with the Ultimate coming out. And you can just see Mini as well confirming the presence that they know they're at. Raft is there on the A side, so nothing can really be found there. Depth Try just gets Shinon off guard, and really it's about a save here onto Hunter Wisp. Trying to just save this operator. It does spot that player, and Depth Try. Oh, it just feels like, no, unless it just feels like a different class right now, and Phantom Troop, they can't seem to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely seeing that level of experience come into play here now. There's just some sort of team synergy that Phantom Troop are really missing. That I'm sure that they wish they had, but Gold Diggers, they're doing so well. They can, I feel like they're calling their hits really well. They're you know, they're coming in onto the same site. And yeah, I think they've done really well there. And not to mention, yeah, the defenders timeout. So
yeah, that will be a timeout for Phantom Troop.
For Phantom Troop, yeah.
5-0 down. That's not the start you would want. And obviously the economy is broken here, so there will be sheriffs on the round. This has been this has been a team performance from you know, from Phantom Troop. You know, Bao's on 6 kills and Mini, the last player, is on 3 kills. You know, Ben, we talked about that first round, has only got 1 kill since then, but how big of a first round was that in terms of winning the pistol and sending the momentum here for the side of Gold Diggers? And Gold Diggers, they don't want to be, you know, they weren't shown on stream earlier. Maybe they want to show the world how good they are, show the teams in Wave OCE that they are a contender for that crown. And, you know, they've really shown their class here, especially against a team we know has the individual ability. We have seen Nove, you know, been that player last map, but has not found any way into the game, it feels like. And it just feels like they just need to find a way back in. Kind of what Little Cowboys did to them last map, where they were about 5-0 down or 4-0 down. As you can see, you can just see Wisp taking that fight. He'll come off the worst of it. Just trying to find peaks, trying to find anything. Recon Bolt will reveal Heinz's location there onto tree. Into garden now, and you can just see top mid being watched here slowly by Gon. Pacifist will peek this out, and we'll find nobody with that jump spot. So timing a bit weird there for both players, but looks like this will be more of a mid execute here. As well, you can just see Wisp is going to be the player here that's surely likely going to die. Have to maybe try and find one. Heinz does find one, and have to try and find another. Oh, Mini just clears it out just in time, and Heinz can't find it. And you can just see trying to find anything. Now, the Tom does find that player onto Bao, so now there's a 4v3 situation. And how do you play this if you're both sides? You know, guns can be picked up here by the side of Phantom Troop. It does seem like Gold Diggers are just going to forfeit the guns and just go on to tight
30
plant
seconds
that.
left.
It's really
Spike
important here that
planted.
they get the guns here, Phantom Troop, and this could be a winnable round. Ornaments online, in terms of you know, the defense, they've got the Vice Ornament up, and you know, Sova's Ornament up as well. You just see Mini does get Nove, and Nove will get killed there. So now a 3v3 situation, but the guns are on the hands of them, and you can just see Hunter's caught off guard there. And there we go, Hunter's Fury is being activated. Mini gets shit on it. Unfortunately, it will just not be enough as Mini cleans it all up. We were talking about him being the lowest frag player on Gold Diggers. Now he's the top fragger with 7 kills.
Yeah, I mean, the roles have definitely been reversed here. I mean, from that match in Mid versus Gold Diggers, they were, how many kills did he get? 9, I believe, while everybody else in his team got above 20. So it's definitely going much better towards Mini, and I'm sure he's definitely much happier.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, the Vi's Ultimate there, it's a good retake, but the Hunter's Fury, it's the best post-play Ultimate in the game if used correctly, so just using that really did everything. But Mini does get deleted here early by Nove. So Nove has found that bit of mojo there finally, and will take that crucial space of A main. So now only the players here, you could say, are through mid, and the aggressive peaks here from B main in terms of Wisp. Does mean the only position they can really go through is towards mid. You can just see Ben does spot, and we'll know there are players mid. So you would have to think, if you are team Phantom Troop, you have to think this is just going to be a mid execute from somewhere in Hines, who just a lead step try off the server. They are split up by a lot, but you're going 3 into 2 on the B side or 3 onto 3 on the A side. And they know exactly what's coming. I mean, just the control they have, they do relinquish that A main control and the B main control, but they still have a good idea of where this is going to end up. You can just see, player is on cubby going into tree, maybe
30
trying to
seconds
find
left.
that position, maybe trying to link up with the team, because it does look like this might be an A execute here. Judging by the position, you can just see taking this Rafters control. So this will actually be crucial here for Gon to take this fight and finally kill Gunfight 1 and Gunfight 2. And that will be the round, surely. So the first round will go over to the side of Phantom Troop. It just really well done by Phantom Troop in terms of taking control of the map, Rock, and while, you know, knowing exactly what was coming. Now having the knife out didn't help, but yeah, fair enough. Phantom Troop, they get their first on the board.
Yeah, I mean, there's been good adaptation here. I think they've started to realize that Gold Diggers really love taking mid. I mean, we've seen since the pistol round, they take mid really aggressively. So I think now they've started to realize, okay, we can't fight a mid. Let's just stack up on a site, and we'll just be aware.
Standing ahead.
Be aware. You can see again taking this A main control. That's crucial in the plan. That's what's really changed, is taking that no limit. Don't miss that first operator shot, so won't get a kill. Has to relinquish. Does confirm presence. Ice Wall will be triggered there. So Hanzu, we'll just look through this, mate. And again, it's just this mid execute. They love doing this. And Gon is going to be the player. Doesn't shoot at that player. See the other. Just sees the gun barrel of Mini, and that's his round done. So again, just relinquishing this mid control, but they understand that every time they do, there's likely going to be a mid push by Gold Diggers. Like you said before, they've been really hammering home just these mid to mid, and you know, it does seem like it's going to go through tree. Flash will come out. Shinon will get the flash open, and Shinon will get one, and that's actually the spike. So they have to go in here, and you can just see Shinon will TP away. Won't over aggress to the peak here. 3 players here on tree, and you can just see Gon maybe in a bit of trouble here. And you can see Gon does get another, and Shinon, well, he will get another as well, and Ben will be the last player alive. So really adapting to these strats here is the side of Phantom Troop, and being 6-0 down, I mean, I feel like I think the hope here is getting at least 5 on the board, you would say, Rob.
Yeah, for sure. Getting, you know, it is defense sided, so it's not great, for the side of Phantom Troop, given that they are already 2-6 down. Like, getting 6-6 is already great for Ascent. And so it's not looking good, especially because they're both running double Sentinel. So you'd expect, you know, the other team who's running double Sentinel on attack should be faring worse, but it is completely opposite. So I think...
Yeah, I mean, I've seen opposite day. I've seen games that are just completely just opposite day where things are supposed to happen and things aren't supposed to happen, and then they just, the things that aren't supposed to happen. But you can see quick execute coming in already by the side of Gold Diggers, changing up the round pace and changing up their strategy a bit. Nove coming in, and when Ben actually dies, Ben actually kills Nove, and you can actually see Nove does get one. Nove says the player there onto main, will smoke him out, and Nove is a second, and that's what we see from Nove. Like quick reaction time, but do they expect the third play? Pacifist is flying another, and Pacifist flying two, and the round has just been absolutely compromised here by Pacifist, as Mini will get the final kill. They did not expect that final player to come through main, and unfortunately for the side of Phantom Troop, they won't convert that round. And yeah, very good, really well positioned there was Pacifist coming back through main, and they just didn't expect him right.
Yeah, really good change of pace there. I think Gold Diggers realized that they're going a little bit too slow, little bit, you know, just taking mid wasn't really working after the first round or first few rounds. So they decided, you know, why not? Let's just rush it, change up the base completely. And you know what? It works. So props to them for figuring it out.
Yeah, they take mid control. Nove have actually activated a bit. Gon will die, so now 2v2 trade. Nobody really wins the mid battle at the end of the day. Although Hanzu is stuck here, Shinon does get rid of Bao, and you can see Omen Ultimate is done. So this is really weird because the Omen is on site. Smoke will go out. It's about activating at the correct time to bin. Shinon actually TPs away, and that actually could be huge. Playing this advantage. They don't know if they really don't know where this player is. Shinon will get the kill, and that plant will come out, and Ben just immediately peeks out with a fake plant. So Ben will plant again, and this time Ben looking for another clutch. It would be a 3v1. We have seen him do the impossible. I mean, we saw that pistol round from Ben. And, you know, there are certain types of players that know how to play this clutch and play this type of round, especially on this B side. Hanzu might be the first player to go in. Flash will go out, will catch Hanzu a bit, but won't put them in. Bin might be trying to look for the peek out. Playing in this smoke is so huge. Tries to follow up, but he can't find it. Ooh, that could have been scary there, but at the end of the day, Wisp does get the kill, and Hanzu will secure the round. Ben can't do his round 1 heroics, but for Phantom Troop, they just need every round they can get, and that's a big round for them.
Yeah, lightning does not strike twice for Ben, so a little bit unfortunate. Aim just a little bit shaky, but it's all good. He got that first clutch, all is forgiven. That's all he needs to do. But yeah, I mean, Phantom Troop, they're again doing a good job adapting. This is big 3-7 down. It's not really what you want to see, but they're doing a good job with working with what they have. So, you know, it's another strong gun round for them. So I don't think they're mad at all.
No, I don't think they're mad at all. This round really could be, you know, a deciding factor whether it's maybe a 9-3 to a 5-7. And you know, for Phantom Troop, they want to get those 2 last rounds of the half. Again, like you said, maybe we're aiming for more the tough start, really scampered their plans, it felt like, but
time to jump.
They can do a lot better here. Nove will look and won't go for it. Smartly will get Sova darted, but that's all the aggression they will show for now. So this does look like it's going to be an A execute, and will come down to Wisp. It's really about hitting his first shot, but the timing is really horrible here. Trying to go in and does find one, so that's actually huge. Picking out a bit too early there. Hunter's actually got a really good position. Didn't get caught by that nice ultimate. Have to go through. Will shoot through. And has to try to fix the player. Not gonna get it. Troy does get the player instead. So that's lucky there. You would say from Gold Diggers. One player is known to be down here below the sky below rafters. Mini does get a kill. You got to clear out below. Nove does. So now it's a 3v3. You can see the reroute there by Pacifist could be so damn crucial here. Might even try for the defusing with Nove. What's going on? And will die to bin. And they just There's nothing they can really do. The post plant is just perfect, it feels like. Find something, don't top of me, and we'll knock them in.
Last player standing.
This is crazy, but it's gonna be the end, surely. Golding will surely secure the round. It will be 3 kills on the board here for the side of Wisp, but it's not enough. I'm losing my voice a bit, as that will be your round. And Gold Diggers, okay, ground, but they managed to secure it after that re-round by Pacifist just to get that Sova ultimate in the Hunter's Fury out, and it works out. Rob.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is what Gold Diggers want, right? They want a messy round. They want to bring it down to mechanic because, you know, they do have some really good aim demons on their team, man. So keeping it messy like that shot by Depth Try, man, that was crazy on that Raptor shot. I don't think we talked about that at all, but such a nice shot, and that's really what they want, just more messiness so they can get those raw gunfights out.
Do you feel like they need the individual moments we saw in map 1, or the first map of tonight on the stream, in terms of Phantom Troop finding that? Here comes Wisp, needs to find one, does find one, more TP away with their life, and you can actually see Hydra does find another, looking for another in terms of it. But someone's trying to go out main in terms of that chamber, but won't be able to as Depth Try, so this is a really good chance, a 5v3. You can at least make it a 4-8 half, and then hopefully win the pistol and try and come back from there. Pacifist is taking this mid space. This is where, if you're Phantom Troop, you need to close out this round. This gives you hope at least coming into the next half. Shinon holding this mid push. Anyone trying to get into spawn. Hanju does find Depth Try. Shinon will make that noise, but does spot Bow. So they do know this player is defending side spawn. And well, Shinon will actually die to Pacifist, but Pacifist is 15 HP. So 2 players on B side, 2 players on A side. Pacifist 15 HP. You could just see Wisp and Hanju having a little look around here at mid. Actually, the timing is horrible there. And Pacifist will go down. Bow, 13 seconds. Surely won't find any timing here. And this surely will be the 4th. Bow does get 1. Has to try and find another. It's just too many players to go through. 4-3. Yeah, it's just over. Even if the 2 players on site peeked out, you'd have Heinz alive in mid. And well, unfortunately, just time ran out there for the start of Gold Diggers, and it will be a 4-8 half. 8-4 half for the side of Gold Diggers, 4 rounds for the side of Phantom Troop.
Yeah, and I'm definitely pretty happy if I'm Gold Diggers right now, because having that many rounds up your sleeve on defense, that's a pretty good fallback. You know, you can you can definitely afford to lose a couple of rounds in this situation. So I hope we see a little bit more aggression from Gold Diggers, because I think their main problem right now is they're not really aggressing too hard. So maybe a little bit of a switch up in between rounds. But that being said, they haven't even used their timeout yet. So I don't know. I think it's going pretty well for them.
I'll turn this around.
Well, all the pistol rounds we've seen so far, Rock, have done absolute cinema. So let's see.
Yeah.
It's either been a clutch or a crazy clip. So, I mean, what's it going to be this time? Is it going to be actually, you know what? I'll bet chat. Chat, it's going to be a normal round. It's going to be some teams going to get an advantage. Nothing crazy is going to happen. Like Heinz might die here, for example. You know,
I think we pointed it out.
Stuck here. I mean, God does get 1 player. You can actually see this mid switch is actually coming through, and Pacifist is in a lot of trouble. Oh, there goes Nove to get rid of Bin, and Pacifist, he does get 1 in Shinon. Now it's a 4v3. Pacifist gets another, and that's a spike dropped. So Pacifist has the spike here. It's a 3v2. What has gone on here? This is a very, very weird round. Pacifist managed to walk. Oh, here's all the players. Now, Pacifist, are you going to do a clip here, buddy? Oh my god! No, don't do this. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! It's not as big as the other rounds, but it's a 4K from Pacifist, and he gets that blind. Are you serious?
That was crazy. I mean, I was gonna say, since we called it out, it wasn't gonna I was gonna say it wasn't gonna happen. Nothing interesting's gonna happen. They're just gonna, trade back and forth. But no, I was absolutely wrong. Pacifist getting a 4K with a blind kill as well. My goodness, that takes some skill, man.
I'm trying to think. Every every round, every
Every
pistol
round,
round,
every pistol round, I
every
think.
pistol round, we've seen a 4K from somebody. That's crazy. That try does get Heinzu with the first kill. I mean, it just feels like the pace of the match has been taken out with that pistol round win, and it's because of Pacifist. 13 and 8 here has been the top kill scorer of the night so far in this map. And Pacifist just having a little look, seeing if anyone's going through main, but nobody's obliging. You can actually see, taking something out of the Gold Diggers playbook, they're actually going through mid into tree. So we'll try and find something here. Mini will be that player and will have that Marshall. Does miss the first shot and has to relinquish the control, but a lot of utility being used. You can actually see player being spotted is, I believe, just a clone. So that's great to know where the clone is. But Mini doesn't get that kill as well. We'll flash out. Like Mini just wants to hold this space forever. We'll just TP out. So actually finally has to give up that space, but you could just see Ben going through, and we'll try and find something. I mean, Pacifist, he's just so punching. It feels like from Gold Diggers. Trying to find anything, no, they're trying to go right to it. There's nothing they can do. Oh my goodness, they're just swarming into it. All the disrespect being shown here onto the side.
Flawless.
Onto the side of Phantom Troopers. Gold Diggers, flawless. It just felt like once they got into the site, they just was swarming everywhere, just swarming everywhere onto them.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, definitely. I think they. I'm not sure about the tree hit, especially after they've gotten spotted as well. I mean, that Marshall is a deadly one in Mini's hands, but unfortunately, he was hip firing it, missing a little bit. But I could have definitely seen a universe where that would have gone all wrong if because they chose to stay in tree for so long. I think they should, Phantom Troop have got to know when to slow down a bit more and just go to another site.
You can see Dart coming out, and that try, Yorocon will go out first, and that will actually blind. He actually does the second shot. That almost actually caught the real Yoru. That big round here in terms of the bonus, you would say. Feels like they have to win this, Phantom Troop, or that could be their night done, and they'll have to look on another day to try and make playoffs with Nove. We've seen those kills from him. He does get that try, so he does lose a ton of HP, but that's the primary sniper out of the round there, of the chamber, of that try. Wow, okay, everything's just going on. Whisk gets a kill, and then Gong gets a kill, and then Bao gets 2 kills. What's going on here? Bao's trying to find something really special here, but can't find it enough, and that will be a 3v1 situation for Mini. I mean, for Mini, you could say if you want to maybe try and look for an exit. I mean,
Spike planted.
we've seen Cinema here tonight. Let's see what he tries to do here. Looks like he will be going for it, so Yoroclan will go out. You can actually see in terms of it, Wisp is at main, just waiting for the peak, and Mini actually does get limit. Wisp, and now it's a 1v2 situation. Has to be a really quick shot. Does find a quick shot. So this has become really problematic here, as that could have been really scary had he hit that flick shot, but luckily he doesn't, and Gong gets the round win. So still a chance here for the side of Phantom Troop to come back, but that was a bit scary at the end.
Yeah, definitely. You can't let Mini get those kills, man. He's a player that'll heat up over time. So it's looking a little bit, worrying now. Depth try, obviously he hit that first outlaw shot, but wasn't able to get much off of it. I wonder if he switched with switch with another gun, maybe it would have done a little bit better, but I mean, these rounds have been... Oh, what? Mini interrupting my sentence with a crazy kill through the smoke. I mean, that is crazy.
Yeah, I'm not going to even lie. It was so quick, I didn't even see it. Yeah. So, that's crazy. You can see, Wiz needs to try to find. He knows that player is back, but does force the TP out off the Yoru. But that's all they can do right now. Losing that player early, especially a player as important as Nova. I know he hasn't had a good game by his standards, but you feel like there could be something important there. But Gon does actually find Depth try. So you can see Shinon does actually get Mini. So now a 4v3. Bin will be the big player here onto the side. They are rotating, but they're actually taking their time. And you can just see Bin saying, no, I don't hear anything right now. So Stalling rotates and stalling around and trying to really brilliant play here by Phantom Troop. They just stall the round enough so Heinzu can act as that lurk, maybe looking for that player at main, and they get him, and that will just be the round. I think they'll just save here, Bao and Pacifist, and really well done to just freeze the round there
left.
by Phantom Troop. And yeah, I mean,
Spike
unless
planted.
something crazy happens, that will be the round. And these are needed rounds, especially after going down a player, you know, going down to a 4v5. They just find all the right kills.
Yeah, I mean, now we got a bit of time to talk. I mean, we got Spike taken down.
Finally.
How's your day been?
No, it's been good.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's really good discipline being seen there from Phantom Troop, knowing that being a man up, you can afford to pause. Those pauses are what kills some teams, man. That's what separates the good from the great. Those little pauses, having the knowledge to stop, make your opponent feel, you know, overextend just a little bit more, milking them for what they're worth. I mean, really good awareness by Phantom Troop. Maybe they can hope for a comeback. I mean, it's looking pretty good so far.
And that is where Phantom Troop lose, because now you've just jinxed them and they're going to lose the next 3 rounds, and that's going to be the night. So, but,
sorry guys, sorry.
I mean, we hope for a close game, obviously. I mean, that first game went decently close, but you know, we're hoping for high moments. I mean, I just want to see individual moments from these players.
Yeah, I put my channel points on Phantom Troop, so you know, I'm hoping they win, man. I don't want my channel points to be gone.
But
please.
Yeah, for these players, especially after the season coming to an end, this for OCE mainly, you know, this is a chance to prove themselves in these, you know, in this tournament and prove themselves to other rosters, or you know, as a roster to, you know, the entire community. And now let's get that first player behind you, and you can actually see shit on. Well, don't get too, but this is worked out beautifully. All of a sudden, what have you done? Oh no! Oh no! And you can just see Bins going in.
Oh.
What? Why did you say? They got to be able to come back.
I should not have said anything. I hope to, like, you know, not do the curse by saying maybe. Dude, saying that maybe doesn't do anything, man.
Oh yeah. don't say there's a comeback on unless they tied the game. That's my advice. But that round went so quickly. But that was just a great mid play by. Just the fighting over mid, but really good mid control, and the fights there by Gold Diggers ended up winning them the round. So timeout will come from Phantom Troop. They're only 2 rounds away from seeing themselves into a best-of-3 do or die. For the other side, in terms of Gold Diggers, they're only 2 away from making the playoffs, and that would be a huge. That would be huge for them. But yeah, you know, for some of these teams, you know, we you know, in terms of players, you know, and rosters, we don't really get to see them a lot, and you know, people mainly focus on the bigger teams of the region. But I always like going and, you know, watching these tournaments and you know, doing these tournaments and casting them, because it shows you some of the players that really can rise up and be the next generation of OCE Valorant in terms of, you know, whether it be an entire roster or a player that might stand out. I think it's always fun to say like that, as timeout will be ending here. But yeah, I think, you know, you know, I've been impressed by some of these players so far. I really think, you know, although he hasn't had a good game, Nove, I think once his aim is on lock, it does feel like he can offer something. But I mean, so far it has just been a real team performance. It does feel like from Gold Diggers.
Yeah, this is definitely like one of those, because of, I mean, the comps are the same. I can't be saying last map I was saying stuff about, oh, you know, Phantom Troop just have the better comp, it's already over before it starts. But listen, we've got mirror team comps here, so yeah, this definitely just comes down to the team play. I mean, look at Pacifist already getting a kill. I don't think they were even looking at it, straight through the smoke, and getting gone real low as well. Yeah, that being said,
Shannon's found a very weird position here in market that surely will. Oh, one player is watching mark in terms of the advice, but Ben will die, and Shannon is just caught off guard as well. So you can just see, oh, don't put that in the highlight reel. It's we're 1 round away.
painted around his head.
1 round away from Gold Diggers securing themselves in playoffs, and I have to say they've looked really good here. I mean, there's no real complaints. They've just been really controlling the game. It feels like ever since that first round where Bin got that 4K, I mean, you could also say that upper pistol round with Pacifist, it just feels like the momentum has never been really clawed at by the side of Phantom Troops.
Yeah, I mean, Gold Diggers,
Right here.
ever since I said how well Phantom Trip are doing, Gold Diggers have just been switched it up completely, changed the tempo up. And they've been doing really well, so I gotta give them props, man. They really do have good awareness of when to switch up the pacing, especially in the start of rounds. I think they're you know, their first 30 seconds of their rounds are always been really stellar.
Yeah, as you can see, Wisp does
You
get
want
that
to
try, so
play? Let's
now
play.
4-on-4. Oh my goodness, Mini just deletes Wisp straight away. It's now
There goes the ult.
it's now a 3-on-4. Yeah, Ultimate will go out.
Cover going out.
And you could just see ults for both sides, both Yoras, but they've also, you know, for post-plan, Hunter's Fury for the defender side here in Gold Diggers. Your ult will be used here, trying to clear out anything. This is actually huge. It does spot that player. Maybe Nova will TP away, so we'll have to try and find something. Power! Oh, could be in a lot of trouble as Nova, but actually finds the perfect timing. Can they find the kill? Yes, they do. The Stinger. 3-on-3 situation here. You can just see Minions there, and they'll be trying to get some damage here with the Hunter's Fury, but we'll find one player at least. So now a 3v2, map on the line, and while the spike plan is killed, it's all up to Nova. We know what he can do, but it's so much to ask for. Nova needs to find a player, but can he find this? No, he can't. GG's in chat.
Win.
And the minute you said, when it was 10-6, you said, someone might be on, and I said, watch them go win 13-16. 13-6, I mean. It happens. That's unbelievable. Caster curses do exist, folks. I mean, I can't believe you said that, and I'm like, well, now they're gonna win. Now they're gonna win the next 3 rounds, and they are gonna win 13-6.
You're right, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a prophet, but I mean, I think unfortunately, just the momentum of that game could never really be. I feel like the really early start really helped Gold Diggers, of course, being up was about 6-0, I think it was, but I really don't think they ever could build rounds. Like, it felt like it was 50-50 at the end of the game. But, you know, just because of that start by, you know, Gold Diggers, unfortunately for Phantom Trope, they just couldn't find anything here in this map.
Yeah, I mean, Gold Diggers just kind of, I think you have to say the warm-up really did help them out. It had to have, because, you know, they played that exact same comp. They must have played it basically close to the exact same way. That warm-up against Kermit, who, might I say, Kermit is not a team to, like, disregard either.
Yeah.
They made it to playoffs in Split 2. So they're a really strong team. I think I even commentated one of their matches, but, you know, Kermit, they're a really strong team. So you can't just, Gold Diggers putting down Kermit like that and then going on to make playoffs by you know 13-6ing Phantom Troop, who just showed that they're definitely not a bad team by any means. So that has been a really impressive performance by the side of Gold Diggers.
Yeah, it's been a real. It's been a really impressive performance by them, especially in terms of, you know, we talked about the individual ability that we did see on that first map from Phantom Troop, and it was, you know, really good. We saw the players of Gon, Nove, you know, Shinon, Heinz, the whole team really performed, I thought, at a good level in the first map. But I feel like on this second map, it just felt like the synergy. You could just tell Gold Diggers, their synergy was better. They had ideas of where rounds wanted to go, and even when we saw those 2 rounds being taken away by Phantom Trope in terms of Troop, in terms of the mid rounds, where they just adjusted to the mid rounds, and that, you know, adjusted, you know, from them playing into mid into other sites, they immediately said, we're going to change the pace up, we're going to rush B immediately, and we're going to change our entire pace up and our game plan up. And, you know, that's something that's going to really look good for Gold Diggers in terms of the playoffs. And yeah, they managed to get it done night 1, and that will be feeling pretty good for them.
Yeah, and you know what, they definitely have to be, you know, making playoffs. That is really strong, especially because we got that $5,000 prize pool.
Yeah, I mean, talking about this, and then, you know, we'll talk about Phantom Troop just a tiny bit, and then we'll close it out. But in terms of Gold Diggers, yeah, I mean, and for all these teams, you know, this is a big opportunity. $5,000 in an OCE tournament, you don't come across every day of the week. You know, it's very rare, and, you know, that's why we're pretty thankful for Wave hosting this event and a lot of good people behind it. But, you know, this is a big chance, especially with some of the bigger teams, you know, taking that, you know, break for off season, or, you know, for some teams, for a team or two, maybe looking at Ascension. But, you know, these teams they're scrambling for money. You know, they want to they really want to show their worth here in terms of what they can bring. And, I feel like Gold Diggers really impressive tonight in terms of the game we watched. And I wish we could have watched that first game as well, because it seemed like they did very well. But on the other side, just really quickly in terms of Phantom Troop, that's not their lives over. They have to wait to see. I believe it will be Care Mid Saturday or Sunday to see how they go. I think Care Mid versus
Little Cat Boys will be
Little
first.
Cat Boys will be the first up, and they'll have to watch that game, see how it goes, see if it will be a rematch with Little Cat Boys, or will it be Care Mid, who, like you said, maybe we're a bit shocked at losing at Gold Diggers, but maybe they'll be trying to get through. And remember, on the lower bracket side, we've said this before, when you do lose a game, this is the easiest way to get through, winning best of ones. Now, for the rest of this group, it's best of threes. So, luckily for at least Phantom Troop, they only have to play one best of three. They don't have to play two like the other two teams. But still, that's gonna be a long series, and that can mentally get on you. But that's it. We're done.
That's it.
But we yapped, and we had fun. We saw crazy clips.
We made it onto the Twitter.
We made it to Twitter. We saw every pistol round have a person at least get 4 kills, one person a 4K every time, which is stat-wise, that's crazy.
That's pretty insane.
But anything you want to say, Rockman, before we go out and head out?
I mean, special